Hello, MON family, and welcome back to another episode, and happy Monday. Today, we're going to be talking about, dating yourself. This is literally for anyone who ever ghosted their own needs while still showing up for somebody else. Because let's be honest, dating yourself isn't aesthetic for Instagram reels. It's keeping your word to yourself, guarding your mind, and respecting your energy. Choosing you on purpose. Not because you're alone, but because you're worth it. And February, the love month, right? Pretty cool. But let's start off with the longest relationship you have ever had. You.
This is MON, still showing up.
Hosted by Denise.
Because last week was crazy. So last episode, the quality wasn't what I wanted it to be, right? And let's just start off with, I always edit my MON podcast on Fridays and Saturdays, and then Sundays I do like the last minute touches, but I like everything to be completed by Saturday. That way Sundays just upload, getting things ready. Sunday I wake up, turns out CapCut has been down for like the past 12 hours. I'm like, bruh, like what is this? This is what I used to edit, right? I'm not familiar with any other editing app. I was freaking out, and it just turns out it was just like a worldwide thing. Like I went on Twitter, I was like, what's going on? And then I just feel like everything was just crashing worldwide in terms of like TikTok wasn't working. I'm like, what is going on? So long story short, I'm like, okay, I can't let my MON family down and not have an edited, MON episode. So I downloaded a whole new platform, learned, watch YouTube videos on how to edit on that platform, and I was able to upload the video. And I'm glad I did, because CapCut wasn't like up and running until Monday. And I'm like, what are my MON people going to listen to if they don't have my MON? So, that's how I showed up for myself. And that's when you always have to have a backup plan, and technology says, how about you try that again? But I still showed up. You still got them on last week. So kudos to me, and kudos to YouTube for helping me. And did I cry a little? Maybe, but you know what? It still went up. Now, this MON story, someone said, so I'm from Nashville. First mistake, we're not built for this kind of snow. Power goes out, and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go outside and shovel some snow and be a responsible adult. I get outside. The shovel hits one of those invisible sidewalk cracks. Let me tell you something. That be hurting when you're trying to, make a nice, smooth snowway, and then you get stuck on the crack. So I get it. Doesn't move. I pull, the shovel stays. My back pulls immediately. Yikes. And now I'm standing there in the snow, half shoveled, sidewalk, no power, questioning every life choice I've ever made. It'd be like that. Like in the wrong moments, like it literally hits you all at once, which is crazy. So I go back inside, defeated. Next thing I know, I look outside and the sidewalk is magically finished. Neighbor definitely saw me struggling, didn't say a word, and just quietly finished it like, I got you, buddy. Okay, that's nice. And I always say, like help your neighbor. Sometimes showing up looks like trying, and sometimes it looks like letting someone save you after watching you embarrass yourself. And that's MON, right? At least you showed up. I hope your back's okay. And guys, continue sharing your MON stories week after week. And since the next MON episode is going to be about love and around Valentine's Day, I want you guys to submit funny Valentine's Day stories that you have experienced in the past, or just any questions that you want to ask me around Valentine's Day and for monthly chaos as well. So now let's talk about dating ourselves, because I wanted to start February focusing on love, but loving ourselves first. And the biggest lie that I've ever heard is you can only date yourself if you're single. And no, that's not true. You can be married with a partner, parenting tiny little tornadoes or gremlins. It doesn't matter. You're with you 24/7 from the first to the last breath. Might as well make it a loving relationship instead of a resentful roommate situation, okay? When you stop dating yourself, that resentment will creep in. You'll feel burned out. You'll feel that disconnection, not just from others, but from your own life. All been there, pouring into everybody while running on fumes. And spoiler alert, the tank eventually hits empty, okay? And I want you to think about it this way, right? Become your own best. Stop waiting for somebody else to be your rock. Stop waiting for somebody else to be your listener. Stop waiting for somebody else to be your biggest fan. Be that for you. You've been loyal to everybody else. Now give yourself that same loyalty. You've listened to everybody else's mess. Now listen to your own. Those quiet hurts you swallow, those dreams that you have put on mute so others can turn up, pull them out, look at them, and say out loud, I got you. I'm not leaving. You've been the safe place for the whole world, and that doesn't mean you disappear inside it. Now make yourself the safest place on earth. No more waking up and swinging at yourself first thing, you're not enough. I don't want you to say that. Or you'll never heal. Shut up, okay? And write the whole new script, I'm doing my best right now, and that still counts. When you become your own best, everything shifts. Your relationships will get louder. Love feels familiar because you've already practiced it on yourself. Promise yourself and say it with your chest. I will be for me what I've been dying to be for everybody else. Because at the end of the day, as I said this earlier, you only got you. And from now and on, that you is finally back. You have to learn to love yourself. And that's where that self-compassion comes in, because self-compassion isn't about being soft, it's fierce, and even science backs it up. It's less anxiety, less depression, and more resilience, right? No self-bullying is required. And there's 3 pillars, right? And of, self-compassion. It's kinder self-talk. Fire that mean coach. He literally brings you no snacks, right? Handling hard moments gently and feeling your feelings instead of scrolling them away. Dating yourself only works if your relationship to yourself feels safe. If your inner dialogue sounds like a bad breakup text, upgrade it. Encourage, check in, stay present. That's how self-love stops being buzzwords and becomes real. Now, what usually goes wrong when it comes to dating yourself is waiting for validation before treating yourself decently. Turning self-care into like a performance art. Avoiding quiet because it brings things up. Or skipping the consistency and then punishing yourself for if you're not going to the gym. But you want to know what the real glow up is? It gets so full inside that love from others becomes sprinkles and not the whole cake. Okay? And you might say, okay, Lilies, you've literally been talking about, self-love, why it's important to date yourself, whether that's self-compassion or, I'm only with myself from the beginning to end, but how can I truly date myself? And I know this is what you guys have been waiting for, okay? And these are the things that you should do, right? Let's keep it, romantic and not robotic, right? So let's start off with a solo date night, just yourself. You dress up with some candles, your favorite meal, no kids, no phone, and ask what you want and give it to yourself. Whether that's random gifts, flowers, a book, jewelry, wrap it up and include a note to yourself saying because you deserve beautiful things, right? And forget about the kids, right? I get you're a parent, your relationship comes first, but spoil yourself first. like I said, the only person in this world that is with you from the beginning to end is you. That's another thing that you can do. Go on solo adventures. Go to the movie, go to the mall, weird class, quiet listening days, right? Just sit and ask what you need, whether you need to rest, whether you need to celebrate, whether you need to cry, right? No fixing anything. Or boundaries as romance, right? You can protect your energy like you'd protect somebody you love. Or have a little, mirror moment and say something kind out loud. If the neighbors hear you, let them, okay? This is a time that if you're listening to me on YouTube or on your way to work, in your car, or whatever you do when you're listening to this, right? To really think about yourself. Because sometimes we're always in the constant hustle and bustle of things, and we really forget about ourselves. Because how can we do better for others if we can't give ourselves that same energy, right? And I think that it's very important to not be your own best friend, but treat yourself as a best friend, right? When you're asking your best friend, how are you? How about you ask that to yourself? How are you? And that's what dating yourself is. Or pretend you're in a relationship with yourself. It sounds crazy. I mean, you can be in a relationship, married, have kids or whatever, but treat yourself how you would want to be treated in a relationship, right? You want gifts, like I said, get yourself those gifts. Really pour into you in this first week of February. Now, I'm always backing things up with Jesus. And in Isaiah 43:4, it says, because you are precious in my eyes and honored, and I love you. And God literally calls you precious, honored, loved. So when you're constantly tear yourself down, rushing your healing, or treating yourself like an afterthought, that's not humility, okay? Dating yourself is learning to treat yourself the way that God already does. And precious things are handled with care. And I'm gonna be honest, I am a lover girl through and through, hopeless romantic person, right? I feel them little butterflies, like Cardi B said, butterfly in my stomach, or something else that I'm not gonna say. Those deep connections, that's just me, right? But you have to think about it this way. But the love I give and receive is only as healthy as what I give myself first. Now, I want you guys to think about, taking this an extra step, right? When we feel, or when you're listening to those passionate love songs, I don't know, I just thought about this, redirect that energy inward and serenade your heart and your inner child. I don't know why this came up in my head. It was like the Fetty Wap song, I want you to be mine again, baby. Like, just put that energy into you. Or if you're Dominican, you love yourself some bachata, for an example. Like Romeo would sing to his girl Alexandra the song, paso los días extrañando, pensando corazón de este amor, porque te amo y ni siquiera puedo verte, dulce amor. Don't let that be you. Anyways, I don't know why I'm singing that. Or what's another good love song? Oh, candy color raindrops or something. I don't know. I'm obviously ranting right now. But think of a love song, play it, and sing that love song to yourself, and just pour that back into yourself. Okay? And y'all, if you guys haven't noticed, Mercedes is not here because she's snowed in. Now, as a February first week challenge, I want you to do something for yourself this week, whether that's a fancy solo date or just dressing up to go on a walk or a cozy ritual, or even a letter for yourself out of compassion, and just really pour it into yourself. Get your nails done, whatever you need to do, guys. I don't know what you guys do for pouring into yourself. I have a question. What do guys or men do for self-love? They just go in their man cave. Whatever makes you happy, go do it. Go do it. Do you. Even if you just need a quiet moment to yourself where you just lock yourself in the bathroom, because a lot of people, sometimes just lock themselves in the bathroom to just disappear from the whole world. Do that too. And to close this off, you that are listening to me, you are beautiful, you are handsome, you are strong, you are worthy. No explanation needed. Little you survived so much, and they're shining through you right now. I am proud of you. The way you carried yourself is literally the blueprint that you hand to the world. It tells people how to love you, how to respect you. And mine and yours should not be up for negotiation. And this season, I'm not chasing love. I'm teaching it by how I show up for me, the standards I keep, and what I allow and what I don't allow. And I want you to think about it this week. Don't forget about pouring into you. Whether you're in a relationship, right, before you get that person a gift that you love so much, or whether you're married, before you plan that beautiful dinner and those flowers, or send that gift to the person that you love, do something nice for yourself. Or if you're a parent, right, or a single mom, whatever you are, do something nice for yourself, because you deserve it, and this world is hard, and you should give yourself a little bit of grace. And men, if you want to splurge on yourself, because I know you guys are the ones that be doing the majority of the spending, or planning for things, put yourself first as well. And I'll see you all next Monday. Until then, date yourself like you mean it. I love you all, and I'll see you guys same time, same place, still showing up. Stay safe, everyone, and love yourself. Bye now.